Those who are in the intelligence community and the military who are paid to follow me closely realize already where I think this may lead. And they're just enjoying watching me dissemble on the subject. Um, Everyone who follows me knows that I believe that Schwarzenegger and Ono trafficked Greta Thunberg around the idea that Frank Herbert had for Dune, that people control a planet who can destroy its resources. So the taking of America hostage with things like the Zaporizhzhia nuclear fiasco is characteristic of a globalist um, manipulation that begins with the Israeli Defense Forces who infiltrate countries under auspices of double nationality, as Gail Burston did in Pittsburgh for their ends. The AIDS attack has been clarified by my research and study, but Congress allowed it by denying it. And the COVID follow-up was similarly mongered around the idea that we're saving the planet. But Flame Over Africa comes out of the 70s from that same crowd. So what they're doing is totalitarian stuff. And so what you end up with is, GB stood for Great Britain. It was a Secret Service con job. Ono works with the Japanese. Gail Burson works with the um, Israeli intelligence. And comedians came up out of the brutal cops' rage, putting on things like Battle Royal, No Place to Run, showdowns as a form of moxie land. It's criminal entertainment to show that the Gestapo have hardwired it into a tragedy if people get wise or resist. So you have Oliver Stone behind the wizard's curtain talking to Putin and Hollywood cheering Zelensky and people trapped in the middle. So, it's not like a secret that I don't want to undermine Ukrainian resistance or call Zelensky and Israelis by working with Putin when they're in the situation that they're in. But that's where it falls into place by virtue of the fact that, you know, the Odessa scene has never resisted Paul McCartney's fascist libels about me, or the poaching of the script by its authors to deploy and use for their own ends. So, what Putin probably schemes to do is angle for the dissembling about it. He'll say, well, Matt Curry's hiding something. Well, I'm not hiding anything. I've made clear that what may be going on is that Zelensky is part of the index system. Whether he's being trafficked or not, I have no way of knowing. But it doesn't necessarily mean he's the mastermind behind the whole thing. But Zell was the fascist pro-Goebbels Earth Firster who was defending the black man and Leslie Katz in Pittsburgh. And so Fox News identifies the binary opposition between fascism and Israel. So you can't be a Nazi if you're Israel. Well, there's a perfect example when they worked together as partners on Mount Desert Island. So it's Trumpy tuned Putinese Bushism. It's just the strong taking charge. And forcing the weak to suffer. phasing out education, healthcare in favor of survivalism. I've known nuts all my life who justified, the virtual destruction of the Pittsburgh public school system by claiming, oh, they're such handsome Jeep driving survivalists. And they make up any story they want. John Schulman, for years and years and years, made up story after story after story about me. And Penis Gabriel was all those libels. And then he gets busted red-handed robbing the museum of, for all they know, $8 million. He didn't do that alone. He had a whole network of hot wires. He tortured me. And they went for the intelligence. My grandfather was St. Louis Post Dispatch editor. My father was a naval veteran, a hero to the Amnesty International, Peace Corps leader, philosophy of education, chair of philosophy of education at the University of Pittsburgh. Now, I'm not saying everything he did was wonderful. He abandoned me. I have no idea. I don't think he knew what they were doing to me. But, the bottom line is in his retirement, he was a school bus driver. He was interested in world peace. And these are the nuts that are bombing Yemeni school buses. So I'm backing off from saying anything incriminating about Zelensky. Okay. But I'm not going to have it said that I'm dissembling about what I think might be happening. You don't say that. No. I've made very clear what I think may be happening. Don't turn it into something it's not.